22 years ago, I lost my son from a genetic disease. He was 5 years old at the time. I've actually had two big losses in my life. One was the loss of my son, and the second was the end of my marriage about 6 years ago. So let me talk about losing Avi, my son. Avi was born with a genetic disease. I think that I grieved for him from the time that he was diagnosed. So at the time of his death from a brain tumor, which was pretty sudden, I was able to process the loss, and I had two young babies at home, so I was pretty focused on the living and unable to really wallow in any kind of depression. I would say that what really got me through is number one, having a newborn baby at home. I was very lucky that my son Max was only 9 weeks old at the time, and I was very focused on the life and the living rather than the death of my child. I would say that the one thing that I would have done differently was to have gotten more help and support. Unfortunately, my husband at the time was extremely depressed. He kind of receded while I just kind of took over the fort. So I think the loss of my son Avi made me a much stronger person, and it probably helped me in my divorce. And my divorce happened largely because of what occurred due to the loss of our child and how we both handled crisis. I think for me, divorce was primarily a chance of a new life. It was a chance of renewal and rebirth. And since my divorce, I've actually become a dating coach for women in midlife who are dating again after divorce or loss. So I would suggest that anybody going through any kind of loss, go through the grieving period, do it at your own pace. But at the end, look at it as an opportunity for something amazing that can happen in your life. It's not necessarily just a loss, it's actually an opportunity. So many good things can come from a good attitude and putting one foot in front of the other. Eventually, wonderful things happen. I have a thriving coaching practice. I have wonderful children who are very, very emotionally healthy, which was the most important thing to me. I am much happier than I've ever been. If you're going through an emotional loss, just know, be in the moment, and know that good things will happen. Thank you very much.